Touchdown, Ravens!
Geeked up all that money, then I blast off. Pull up to your house, so with my mask off. Shot nicotine, and I saw. Jump right in there, I'm a cannonball. Nobody make a move.
What is up?
He's
Ravens?
in!
Welcome
Touchdown,
back to
Ravens!
the First wake up of 2026. I'm Harrison Green, joined
Geeked
alongside.
up all that money, then I blast off.
All right, so today we got a pretty short show, but we're gonna touch on some college football national championship just wrapped up. Go Hoosiers, and then the NFL. So we'll start
Sounds
with
good.
college football. Indiana takes down Miami. It was a great game. It wasn't
Great
expected
game.
to be that close, and it was a great game.
Once Indiana got out to the 10-0 start, I didn't think Miami was going to be able to bounce back, especially with Carson Beck behind center. But they did fight back. It was a great game. But ultimately, Miami, I would have won if their special teams didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, 27-21, a great back and forth game, especially in that second half. The first half was kind of a little boring.
Yeah, not a lot happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Mostly defense.
Yeah, that missed field goal in the first half really hurt them, though.
Well,
down
and
the
then
stretch.
that blocked punt touchdown.
Yep.
That
It's
was
the
the
special
biggest
team
killer.
stuff, the little stuff.
Yeah.
Dayton, what were your thoughts on the national championship there?
That was a great game. Thought that a lot of crazy plays happened, a lot of plays that are only national championship worthy that you really only see one time a year happened. I thought Miami's defense showed why they were so good, but I thought Indiana showed why they were just the best team in the country.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great matchup, and Miami really showed that they belonged to be there. But it was, I mean, that effort touchdown from Fernando Mendoza really lifted the spirits of the Hoosiers players and fans. And there was that rough in the passer call on
Yeah.
the last drive that almost set it up for Miami on that
Yeah.
2nd and 15.
Yeah.
But Carson Beck made the errant throw,
Yeah.
intercepted.
Carson Beck reminded us why he's Carson Beck.
Yeah, exactly. He was cooking, and then just
Then just
that was a horrible pass. But yeah, going back to that effort touchdown for Fernando Mendoza, definitely the highlight play
for sure.
for this season.
A very gutsy call from Kurt Sinetti, especially go out on 4th and 5 from their I think it was their 10-yard line. Winners,
Quarterback draw is a
blitz.
little crazy.
Yeah.
It was that great move to cut inside and then just fight through the contact to get in the end zone. It's something, I mean, put the effort on the line, getting hit big. It's something he's done all year.
For sure.
He got hit few big times in that first quarter, so he was really feeling it. But he fought through it, got in the end zone. And then you go back to that blocked punt. Like, how big of a play is that to get a free touchdown for your offense and special teams?
That's a total
Shifted the
game changer.
game.
It completely shifts the momentum. Miami is slowly fighting back. I think the score is 3-10, and then they got that blocked punt, and that takes you to a 10-point lead.
It was a great response from Miami with 2 huge plays from Malachi Toney, who has proven himself to be he just had one of the best freshman seasons, especially in the college football playoffs we've ever seen. At only 18 years old doing all that it's insane to see how young of a guy can do so much with the football in his hands.
He was also only a 3-star coming out of high school, so you got all these 5-stars, didn't do a whole lot. Then you had this random kid from Miami who had one of the best seasons of any wide receiver.
Yeah. Who really stuck out for you for Indiana, though?
I mean, Mendoza, he didn't have a great game, but it kind of shows his toughness of why he's going to be the number 1 pick. I feel like his stats weren't there, but he fought the entire game, especially getting killed. His right tackle couldn't block a ghost.
Was going against Ruben Bain, who had
Yeah.
himself a day.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain, I think, had
Both the edge rushers.
I think he
did.
finished with 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. I mean, he did everything in his power
Crazy
to win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But moving on for Fernando Mendoza, looking forward, do you think he is that NFL-ready quarterback that the Raiders want him to be?
I don't think so.
No.
Personally, no, I don't think so. I think he's a great college quarterback because the only thing Indiana runs is a bunch of RPOs and a bunch of short slants. You're not going to be able to do that in the NFL.
Yeah, I think he's a tough player, a really tough player, and he has great arm talent, but I think he does really struggle under pressure. And I also
Agree.
think he's not good enough at throwing on the run at the current NFL level because of if you look at all the best quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson,
They all throw on the run.
they all throw on the run. They're all mobile
I agree.
quarterbacks that do really good under pressure, and he only struggles under pressure.
I agree.
Yeah, and that NFL pressure is where it really takes a step up. Dayton, what do you think?
I think everything's just going to manhandle him because he's going to Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's Fernando Mendoza. Those two don't really match So from a lifestyle standpoint, I don't think it's a good match, and a play standpoint, I don't
He
think it's a
doesn't
good
seem
match.
like a Vegas guy. He really
Nah.
doesn't seem like a Vegas guy. He should stay in the Midwest, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's from Miami. I'm not gonna lie.
we're homers, so let's do it. Who's the Chiefs gonna draft at 9? Who's your dream pick, and who is the guy you think we're gonna get?
Jeremiah Smith in 2 years.
I could see him. I could see us going for Ruben Bain.
Ruben Bain. I agree. If I was to pick someone today, it'd be him.
It'd be him.
Jeremiah Love.
Or maybe Jeremiah Love. I don't mind Jeremiah Love.
Free agency is going to depend a lot on what happens in the draft for a lot of
Yeah.
these teams, including the Chiefs.
Diego
First, we gotta hire Eric Bieniemy as OC.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's a great move. It's a great move. But who would you say, like, who's the wide receiver, Arizona State?
Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson. Is there any way we go there?
We have had no luck in drafting wide receivers. We just need to go and get a veteran who we know will give us production, and we don't have to worry about it, and someone who doesn't get injured.
Like Tyreek Hill. All right. Well, that was a great show, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, you two.
Yep.
That was great college football, and we'll see you guys next time.